Hello and welcome to another update video about Bitcoin and Cardano. In this video we're going to take a look at both charts, and Bitcoin after initial retracement recovered a little bit back to 41.6k. I think Bitcoin is forming an interesting pattern at the moment. We're going to take a look at that, and Cardano is moving also to the upside, also small retracement at the moment, but generally pretty much the whole crypto market is up. You struggle to find one here, DAI is an example, but you struggle to find one that isn't up today, and especially the metaverse cryptos are doing really well today, and this is looking good. Quant struggling a bit after the strong increase after the last few days, but pretty much everything else is really going here to the upside at the moment, which is fantastic. Bitcoin, what is Bitcoin doing? I did post it in the Telegram members group earlier today that we are seeing here some sort of a bull flag forming, so we're going to take a look at that. And so where do we come from? Bitcoin is has broken the descending trend line to the upside, is currently in this Elliott Wave pattern, which typically consists of 5 waves, in this case to the downside, and I still think we are here in this wave 4 to the upside. Yeah, the price did what we talked about, so it basically follows the price forecast that we're going to head here closer to 43.3k. That is the ideal level for a wave 4. Let's see if it actually is going to get there, and let's see if it actually is really going to find serious resistance there before it then goes into that wave 5 to the downside. That would still be my primary view, but as I said in the previous video, it could also go up first to the next fib level, 46.5k, before it starts that wave 5. Yeah, so that is important to note here. And in this wave 4, so what does a wave 4 actually do? A wave 4 consists of an ABC. Yeah, so it is something like, let me just show you. It is something like finding the high here, could be that A, B, C, but the C is probably not finished. And to be honest, I didn't have a real proper count now if this already constitutes here a wave A. I actually don't think it does, because you would need to find a 5-wave structure. Well, it could be some sort of a sort of non-standard count, but I'm not sure. We would need to take a look at that in more detail. I haven't really had time to do that, but it doesn't really matter. I think we are in this wave 4. The most important thing is that we're heading here to the 43.3k. At some point here you will then have your wave 5, because a wave C consists of 5 waves, a wave A consists of 5 waves, and a wave B consists of 3 waves. So you get the waves within waves, and you can go into as much detail as you want. But very importantly, I talked about this in the channel membership group earlier today, that Bitcoin was forming here a bull flag basically. It seems a bit like we're breaking out at the moment, but the volume is currently missing a little bit, so I'm not sure if that is a real breakout or not, or if it's actually breaking out, but it's looking a bit like that, and we can just observe it here while I make the video, which is fantastic. So this is actually, I didn't show you that in the previous video. I did post it on Telegram though for the channel members. Here a bull flag, it doesn't matter how you draw it. You can draw it like that by using the just the candles, or you can use it like that with the wicks. There are different preferences. What we can see, however, and that is without a doubt, doesn't matter how you draw it. You can also draw it like that. But we seem here where we currently have a breakout. But is this really the real thing, or is it just something like what we already had here? Just a bit of a wick here to the upside. We had a wick already up to 42k today, or overnight really in the UK here. Then it went up every few hours, but the hourly candle didn't close yet above this level here, which was the highest point 41.6 roughly. Yeah, so we're currently above that. Now the candle still has 45 minutes to close, so there's a lot that can happen in 45 minutes. At the moment, I'm not getting too excited because the price is, basically the hourly candle isn't closed yet. And we had already a few candles that actually closed above the 41.6k level. But that is important. And we also don't see the volume really. So we don't really see volume at the moment. And we are still overbought on the hourly. Okay, so if you're overbought on the hourly, it means actually that you actually need to come down a little bit before you can come up more. Yeah, especially if you don't see the volume here. Well, it's currently just moving up at the moment, which is good to see. But the question is, how long can that sustain? I mean, Of course, theoretically it can push higher. Such an overbought level can be sustained for a while, but it rather points towards, we need to see a bit of a recovery first. Nevertheless, I would expect us now to go to 43.3. How quickly that happens, I can't tell you. I wouldn't expect it takes too long after that strong move up that we saw here. And at some point then you will have some profit taking, and that could be exactly at this 43.3k level. So yeah, waiting for higher prices. Maybe we are currently observing here breakout, but yeah, we don't really see the volume. That is holding me back here a little bit, and also the hourly candle hasn't closed yet above 41.6k. That is what I would want to see, the 41.6k level here to be yeah, surpassed, and having at least a 1 hour candle close, better a 4 hour candle close. But within 4 hours you can already be up there, right? That's what happened here. Within just a few hours you moved up from down here from I mean, those were 4 hour candles that you can see here, but it didn't take too long actually to move down from around 36k all the way to here 41.5. So as I speak, we are moving higher. So let's go to ADA, and then at the end of the video we're going to take a look at what's going on here. ADA is also moving up, broke out of this pattern here that we talked about. We defined here a price target for ADA. If it really breaks out, the price target just purely based on that triangle has been 130, 131, yeah, and we're moving in that direction currently struggling with the 20-day moving average that is sitting here at 116. That is the next resistance ADA needs to get above. On the 1 hour we were overbought. We recover currently a little bit. Bitcoin still being overbought on the 1 hour chart, on the RSI, but so which means overbought. What does that mean? It means that the RSI, the momentum indicator, is above 70. Yeah, if it's too much overbought, people tend to sell. This is of course only the very short-term 1 hour chart. On the 4 hour chart it might look a bit different, but also here ADA was overbought. But probably the higher you go, because we come from quite low. No, ADA was not overbought on the daily, but that is why it's struggling again, because ADA is struggling just with this 50 line on the daily RSI. It did struggle with that a lot of times. You can see that since September or October, ADA has really been below the 50 line of the RSI. You can see that line here in yellow, in red, and this 50 line is really dividing bearish from bullish momentum. And at the moment, yeah, ADA is struggling to push above the 50 line. We had it a few times here. Those were fake outs. You can see that here. Whenever there was a significant push above the 50 line, then we saw really, really nice and sustainable upside here. You can see that here when we moved up here in July, that was a new all-time high, and the times before as well. Now at the moment can't really push above it. That is what is holding ADA back. It has historically held it back here since October really. So yeah, that is an important level to watch, the 50 line on the RSI, and you can see that we're really just at this 50 line. So that is what ADA needs to come above, and it will do that if the price pushes a bit higher. That would also be a buy signal for some people possibly, but at the moment it's struggling with that, and it's struggling with the 20-day moving average. But very exciting as we speak, ADA Bitcoin moving higher. So okay, I'm already back at 41.7, 41.8. But yeah, maybe in this current hour we're going to see here a sustainable breakout. But as I said, we don't see the volume. So at the moment, unless the volume is now picking up, I would rather say we're going to get back into the triangle. Yeah, it's of course interesting when the price is going up, but just look again at the volume. You can't see it. You can't see it here. So I think we need the volume. The volume on the weekend is rather low. But on the other hand, if the general volume on the weekend is rather low, it's also easier to manipulate the market in a certain direction. So the whales, because of the lower volume, can more easily drive the price higher, drive the price lower, how they like it. Yeah, that is why we can also see some interesting moves here. I had a few questions. Why did that actually happen? Why do we have these crazy moves here? Why did it really jump up that fast? And there's possibly one possible explanation is a lot of people did actually short here, did go short at this level because it was such an important resistance level. And a lot of people went short, but the market makers, the whales, of course, know that. They then drive the prices up to really close these positions. Yeah, so that the people that are shorting actually have to exit the market. These people who are then shorting have to rebuy Bitcoin at a higher price. That drives the price up, and these people who drove the price up, they then can take profits at a much higher level, right? Because if all these shorts are closed, basically getting a short squeeze, then that drives the price up quite a lot. So yeah, interesting. We've got certainly a bull flag here. Now, at the moment, it's because of the lack in volume, can't really see the price, but then again, the volume can happen instantly, yeah. And yeah, currently the price is driven back here into this triangle pattern, but yeah, have that pattern on the chart. Watch out for that 41.6k level. That's a very important one. At the moment, it's looking good in this pattern, just a consolidation. You need that consolidation because Bitcoin is just overbought here on the 1 hour chart and also here on the 4 hour chart, yeah. But generally, yeah, you can see here this flagpole and the the flag pattern basically, which means typically, more often than not, it's never guaranteed, but more often than not, possibly with around a 70% probability, the price should go up from here. Yeah, and we could then expect here the 43.3k level. That's pretty much what I'm waiting for. And ADA struggling with the key resistance. All right, hopefully you liked the update about Bitcoin and Cardano. If you did, please smash the like button and subscribe. And if you really like the content, maybe consider to join the channel membership. And there you can get access to Discord, Telegram, and yeah, join a fantastic community and also a weekly live stream where the next one is tomorrow. Thanks a lot for watching. Bye-bye.